Hello and welcome back to another Ray's Reality. I am Ray Jones, and I will be your host for this and every show that I do. So, yeah, like it or love it, is you got me and only me, and for now, until I bring somebody else on. I do have guests in plan, but, getting people to come on. Everybody says they want to be part of the show, but nobody really wants to be part of the show. So everybody's scared. They're all a bunch of scaredy cats. Bunch of scaredies. That's right, I said it. So, first off, first things first. Let me just say, welcome to Ray's Reality. And I'd like to invite you to look at my website. Check out my website, raysreality.com. And you can get a QR code, check it out, and you can check it out from there. And, and like it. So remember, it's raysreality.com. is the website. You can contact me there. You can email me through there. You can prayer requests or anything you got, anything, it's there. So you can like and share, and you can get all the information there, and you can donate as well. If you'd like to donate, we'd always appreciate donations for several different reasons. It helps support us and what we do. And when I say we, I talk about me and my family, because we do this as a family, even though most of this I do by myself, but they do help. They're in the background doing stuff. So it's just me and my family. But we also support other groups and other things and other people, especially around this time of year, because it's the Christmas time of year. It's the holiday season. And come out and join the show and enjoy it and have fun with it and like it, all that good stuff. So, oh man, I always have a lot of stuff in my mind. I always say that. I got a 9 million things going through my head at one time. And, I'm going to actually touch base on the same thing. We're all in the same boat together. We all have the same issue, the same problem, the same thing that we all are aggravated about. Not all of us, but a majority of us. The real people in the world that really understand how do I say this without, it is what it is, the non-criminal type. So it is what it is. But I'm going to talk about right now for the moment. I might switch subjects in the middle too, but right now I'm going to talk about the same thing that everybody wants to talk about, and we're always seeing everything online about it, and the ignorance and the stupidity of it. What is that, you ask? Self-checkout. All these stores going to self-checkout. It's very, very aggravating. Very aggravating. It's ignorance. It's stupid. The stores, especially when they try to say that it's like they're doing us a favor. All the stores do is have issues and problems with self-checkout. And now they're spending all this time and money trying to figure out how to change it. So real quick, to all the stores out there with self-checkout, which is pretty much all the stores now, I'm gonna give you some advice. Common sense. Advice for whatever reason you cannot figure out how to do this. It doesn't make sense to me because you're too stupid to understand stuff. Yes, I said it. The people, just because you have a business doesn't mean the dumbest people run businesses. They're stupid. They have no idea how to run a business. Most all your businesses, one of their biggest problems is management. They have people running the store and stores, business of any type, that doesn't know what they're doing. Owners, anybody can open a business. If you have money, you can open a business of any kind. So how much money do you have compared to how much money what more you can, open, if I had the money, I could literally put Walmart out of business, because I could run a store better than Walmart, 100 times better, smoother, and it wouldn't take anything to do it. It would, the biggest thing is, it's like everybody's afraid of these stores. So in Walmart, I'm not trying to pick on you, Walmart, but they're nationwide, they're huge. And they pretty much call the shots and stuff that they do. So, which I understand all that. But anyways, with this whole self-checkout deal, the thing I'm getting at with the stores and the way they do things is they have nothing but problems and issues with this. Here, I can fix all your problems. Real simple, real quick. Get rid of self-checkout. And those 10 people you have standing around watching everybody check out, put them on registers. That would make the most sense. You would save millions upon millions of dollars. A store like Walmart would save millions of dollars by putting people back on the registers and getting rid of the self-checkout. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? So I was reading recently and doing some research on self-checkout, and I actually spoke with stores. In particular, I spoke with a store, Home Depot. Home Depot told me that they had a single store with self-checkout the very first month. They lost $500,000 in a month. I don't even know if I should, that's a lot of money. I don't know how much money Home Depots are making. And I don't know if that was just one store, but however, they said that they lost $500,000 in self-checkout because of self-checkout in 1 month. $500,000. That's incredible. That's amazing. So here's the amazing, incredible part about that. Self-checkout. This is a study, this is the thing, this is what I was reading online and doing research, and on average, in self-checkout, 9 out of 10 people steal. 9 out of 10 people steal. That means 90% of the people in self-checkout steal. Almost every person going through self-checkout steal. And so that is the biggest problem that these stores are having with self-checkout, is the people stealing. So what do they say? Okay, well, all right, now, well, self-checkout, now we'll put in more cameras. Let's spend millions and millions of more dollars across the nation putting in more cameras to catch people stealing. And we can't do anything about it. You can't do nothing about it. They let all these people walk. You can walk into a Walmart right now today, fill up a cart with anything you want, thousands of dollars worth of merchandise, and walk out the front door. They cannot stop you. They can try. They can say, hey, stop. They have to call the police. They're not allowed to touch you. It's just because the ignorance of the world is, the ignorance of the United States, I should say. Other countries, they'll shoot you in the head when you're trying to walk out of the store stealing stuff. Yeah, go look it up. We're so lenient in the United States. Other countries do not take this crap. They do not do it. But places like the United States, and I guess Europe's all soft on everybody now. That almost sounds like they're worse than the United States. But yeah, everybody's going soft on all this stuff, but still, it's ridiculous that it's even happening. So that's, like I said, let's hold 9 out of 10 people. So that leaves 1 person out of 10 that's not stealing. So when you're looking at self-checkout, and one day I went to Costco, and there was nobody in the line. They had several lines open for you to check out. And the self-checkout line, from the front of the store, went from the front of the store all the way to the rear of the store and was looping back around for self-checkout. Because people will stand in line and wait so they can steal. They'll wait longer. There was nobody, I don't know how many lines were open at Costco. People should take note on this when they go to Costco and other companies. They always have lines open. It's not pure self-checkout. So they still have issues now because they put in the self-checkout stuff. But here's the funny part is, they have self-checkout, but yet now they have 4 people running the 4 self-checkout lanes. Does that make sense? So they have 4 people standing there watching people steal. Instead of taking those 4 people and just putting them on registers. That's, hello? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. It does not make any sense with these people, what they're doing, these stores, these companies, and everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and start self-checkout. And every single store that has self-checkout, every single one of them all have the same problem. High theft from self-checkout. They're losing more money because of self-checkout than they ever have before, because people they can just walk out of the store. And here's the thing that aggravates me. When you go to a store and they don't have any registers open and they force you to use the self-checkout. Walmart, picking on you again, Walmart always, I can take you to almost any Walmart in Pinellas County, and there's always 6 people standing there watching the self-checkout. Almost any given time. One night I walked into Walmart, it was late at night, it was probably about 10:30 at night, and I was standing there waiting for the self-checkout. And I'm standing there looking, and I'm like, they have no registers open. They only have self-checkout open. And there were 9 employees standing there. 9 employees standing there watching the self-checkout. Seriously? How much do these people get paid to stand around and watch other people do their job? I mean, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely incredibly ridiculous that this is happening. And the stores are so stupid. The management, the upper management, the owners, the CEOs, you're stupid people. Just making you, if you have the dumbest people I know some really stupid people that are extremely rich. Multimillionaires, billionaires that are stupid, dumb as a brick. And they lose more money because they don't care. They don't care. It's like it's amazing. It is amazing. So years ago, I worked at Steak and Shake. And the owners of Steak and Shake came into the store, and they stopped, talked to me, asked me what I thought of the restaurant, blah, 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 whatever. It's just a restaurant. They're going downhill big time, though. I used to like them, but they used to keep the stores clean, but now when you walk into they're gross. They got, and especially since COVID, they all just went downhill big time. It's like their management are a bunch of crackheads. I know there's some good ones out there, but it seems like the ones I go into, the manager seems like a crackhead, and they just got a bunch of people in there. It looks like they're not bathed in weeks, the employees, and the store looks like crap. It's horrible. So they don't care if they're still making money, but everybody keeps closing stores because they're going downhill. They don't have good people. They're not paying anybody like they used to. They're not taking care of their employees, and they're not taking care of their stores. So what happens? Everybody leaves. Anyways, Steak and Shake back in the day, I offered them a killer deal, which I gave to them for free because, I think they owe me $100,000 because I told them I can save you millions of dollars, and I'm only going to charge you $100,000 to fix this problem. So what can we do? I said, get rid of the glass. You have all this glass. We had somebody go into the hospital once a week because they cut themselves had to get stitches. We went through more money with broken dishes than, oh my gosh, it was amazing how many glasses and stuff we went through working there because people dropping them, breaking them, chipping them constantly. We'd go through cases of glasses a day. Get rid of that. Get plastic. Get foam. Nobody's going to give a crap. Nobody cares if their shake comes in I'd rather have a plastic cup or a styrofoam. So nobody cares if it's glass. And guess what? They listened to me. They got rid of their glass and brought in plastic, and bam, they saved millions of dollars. I know they did. But it's amazing that these stores, the things that they do, it's like people don't think. It's like some of the stuff you can do, the little things. But yeah, you want to save millions of dollars, get rid of self-checkout. Bring those employees in and put them on a register. Teach them how to run the register. And have good people on registers. It's amazing that you have to deal with this stuff and put up with this stuff. It's, the only people that like self-checkout are the people that are stealing. Sorry, but it is a given. It's a fact. If you go online and look it up, it will tell you 9 out of 10 people that go to self-checkout steal. So Walmart, I think it was, even came up with these numbers and came out and said, hey. So Walmart, I don't know, I think it was Walmart, and said that they've decided that they're going to try something new. They're going to try something new. And it was a store I saw that said they're going to try something new. And they did try it, and they saved. They didn't lose as much money. What did they do? They put people back on the registers. They closed down the self-checkout and put people on the registers to check people out. Now, does that keep people from stealing? No, it doesn't. We need to bring back the security guards, people that work in these stores should be allowed to tackle somebody stealing, knock them over the head with a club. They should really be able to, they should have more power to do stuff. If they know for a fact that that person is stealing something. So I've stopped, I really honestly couldn't tell you. I've stopped several shoplifters before. So, and I can tell you, years ago in Cincinnati, Ohio, I ran one over in my car. I did. I opened the door up and knocked him out cold. He ended up going to the hospital, but hey, I stopped him, and police were okay with it. The store didn't care because it was me. I stopped another guy. He actually, not sure, they said he robbed the store, but I stopped him. I didn't have a problem with it. I will knock you down. I will tackle you, put you in a headlock, and hold you there until the police get there. I don't care. So people are like, oh, you can't do that. And if you do that in whatever state, you'll go to jail. Yeah, well, I guess lucky for me, I've never lived in a state that, did that. I've always lived in states that didn't give a crap. So they're okay with you knocking down and taking out a shoplifter. So I think all stores should be able to do that. It's ridiculous that they allow people just to walk out of the store, and I'm surprised that I'm surprised they even call the police. No, we can't stop them. We got to just sit here and watch them leave the store. We're not allowed to call the police either, because that's that they might get in trouble. We don't want that. Yeah. So yeah, don't just sit here and just don't even watch them. Just turn around. It's ridiculous. Americans are soft, and it's ridiculous that we have all these crybabies. So why don't you go to other countries? Go to Mexico and see what happens when you steal. I know what happens. I'm going to tell you. So Mexico is ran 100%, without a doubt, 100% ran by the drug cartel. And the drug cartel, depending on where you're at, most of them, I know in one certain city area, they do not put up with crap. They are better police officers than any police officers ever in this world. I say that loosely. Because third time you get caught stealing, they kill you. They take you out in the desert and they dig a hole. They probably make you dig the hole, and they shoot you in the back of the head and they put you in that hole, and you will never steal again because you're dead. So I'm not saying that's what we need to do, but I'm just saying we're such pansies here in the U.S. when it comes to all this stuff. The criminals have all the right. I'm surprised they don't just let everybody go in the prison system. That's mean and cruel to lock somebody up. We can't do that. So yeah, let them move out of the. Let's let the prisoner out and come live with you. How about they live with your kids, and you? How about that? Somebody, brutally did horrible stuff to somebody. Let them come live with you. But yeah, these people, everybody's. Well, it's my right, so I can do what I want. I can't afford it, so I'm going to steal it. So it's ridiculous. But it's even more ridiculous that the stores let them get away with it. And it's even more ridiculous that the stores make it more easy for everybody to steal, and then they want to spend millions and billions of dollars trying to fix it when all they had to do is not have self-checkout and make people work for a living. So you have 15 people standing around anyways, put them on a register. So I remember in northern Kentucky, Florence, Kentucky, matter of fact, Florence, Kentucky, they built a Walmart, and they put a Walmart in Florence, Kentucky on Houston Road. And the store, the Walmart at the time decided, they went to the city of Florence and said, well, we're buying another piece of property down the street from this Walmart. It was literally probably 4 miles up the road. Down the road, they were going to buy a piece of property and build another Walmart. Why? City of Florence said, why? Well, the store we built can't handle the volume. So whoever was in charge in Florence, Kentucky at the time that had common sense said, well, if you walk into Walmart at any time, you have 30 registers and you only have 6 open. Why don't you hire all the people you're going to put in that other store and put them in that store and open up all your registers? And that way you can control and handle the volume. Hire the people to handle the volume. Duh, that makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. When I was reading that and that story at the time, it blew my mind that these people are running these stores, and it's like they're how do they make any money? They're too stupid to understand how to run a store, how to run a business. It's amazing. So absolutely amazing, and then all these stores, the businesses, like I said, you do not need you don't have to have a brain in order to run a business. And that's proven. You go out here, half these store owners are just, they don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to treat people. They don't know how to do anything. But if you got money, you can open any business you want. Put as much money in it too as you want. You don't have to have any college degree. You don't have to have nothing. Just open a business and run it however you want to run it. So it doesn't take much. It doesn't take anything. So, but to run a good business, that's the thing. Do you want to, there's a huge difference between running a good business and a crappy business. So now, well, Walmart's huge. They're nationwide. They're a huge corporation. Yeah, they are. But you'd think they'd get a little smarter and have somebody come in and actually change things so to make it run better. It's like all these super Walmarts that they're building. They have 10,000 more items in the store. But the problem is, when you go to the store, they're out of everything because they have more items. The store, still the same size, more product, less of that. So before, where they used to carry, 20 gallons of milk, or let's say 50 gallons of milk, now they only carry 20. It's like, okay, so instead of carrying more, they don't have enough product, and they run out of product constantly. So, and then somebody had the great idea to take a bigger store. They took a store that wasn't a super Walmart, and they built a new one across the street, turned it into a super Walmart, and it's actually a smaller square footage building, pretty significantly small, and they made it a super Walmart, and it's a fire hazard. I don't know how they keep the store open, because you cannot maneuver around the store because they don't have a stock room. When the trucks come in, they bring it in off the trucks and put it right in the floors. There, in every aisle, there's product in every single aisle. No matter what time of day you go into the store, there's always product sitting in the middle. We don't go there no more because you can't even get a cart down most aisles. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But is it corporation? Is it management? Whose idea was to build this Walmart and run it the way it is? It is absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, absolutely insane. Anyways, it's funny because all the stores that have self-checkout are complaining about losing so much money because of the self-checkout, and all these other stores are stupid following suit. So they just, hey, let's just stop, having registers, people ringing people out, so saving money by them not stealing. Here's an idea. Run a store. Own and operate it. Run it the way it should be. Have cashiers. Get security. Start watching what's going on. I know some stores still have security out there, but I can tell you my local Walmart doesn't have security. So my mother was I guess it was attempted robbery. They tried to steal her purse in the middle of Walmart. What a wonderful Walmart. Tried to steal her purse in the middle of Walmart. So she called me. I went up there, and lo and behold, they don't have any security cameras. It's like, well, look, yeah. So I called the police because they didn't have security. They didn't have nothing. I'm like, well, what the kind of crap is this? So anyways, it's I don't know how I don't think they catch shoplifters there because I don't really see the police there at that one. So normally, they're, if they do have a preventive maintenance or preventive, whatever they call that, there at the stores, you'll always see police cars out front because they're there arresting somebody that was shoplifting. So, which is not hard to do. I don't know why they just don't have police. They should just park a bus outside most of these stores with self-checkout, because 90% of the people are stealing anyways. So we need to start cutting people's hands off when they steal the first time. Then second time, take their other hand. So guess what? They'll stop stealing. So we can't do that. That's cruel. That's cruel. We can't do that. Shut up. Anyways, I just figured I'd vent on that self-checkout ignorance. everybody's probably we're all sick of hearing about it anyways. But you know what? I figured I'd throw it out there because I get so sick of it. I don't do it, and I can't. I've left the entire shopping cart full of groceries at the front because I get to the front and I'm not doing self checkout. I'm not, unless I'm getting a discount, and they raise their prices outrageous. Prices on groceries are double right now, so that's absolutely insane, and it's ridiculous. It really, really is ridiculous. So that's all. It needs a change. It needs to go back to the old style. Really does. So, anyways, I guess I'm done with venting on that. So please check out my website, raisereality.com. I appreciate it. And also, if you can and you're willing, please donate and support me and us. We'd really appreciate it. And it would be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Really, really would be. Really would be. And I'm inviting also to, check out Eckler Firearms. Eckler Firearms is a fairly new gun shop. They got online, everything online there, anything you would need, anything you want. You can check it out at Eckler Firearms, and there's a QR code that takes you right directly to their website. So check them out, Eckler's Firearms. He doesn't, they don't exactly, my point of view and their point of views are not the same, so please don't hold it against them. They support me, I support them. So just throwing that out there. So I really appreciate you checking out my podcast, joining me for the past 30 minutes and having fun with me, which we didn't really have fun because I was too busy complaining and crying about self-checkout. So, but anyways, hope you join me on my next podcast, and hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.